Hello everyone, it's Simmuz here. Welcome to a brand new video for this Halloweek. For today, we are going to do another tier list, but in today's video, you might have seen it from the title and the thumbnail, we are ranking all the packs in The Sims 4 so far, based by how spooky they are. I have to thank my friend Tui on Twitter for giving me this idea. I have right here a tier list and all the packs here. We have 5 levels of creepiness, and I'm gonna try and rank the packs from the creepiest to the least creepy. So the levels that we have are the least, spooky one, yawn, so it's like, very boring. Then we have lame, so it's like, there's maybe something, but not really. Then we have kind of scary, so this is kind of getting into that. Then we have creepy, and finally spooky, which is gonna be the top level. So we're just gonna go through all the packs, and this is perfect because now that the Sims 4 base game is completely free, if you want, as a person that just got the Sims 4 for free, if you want to have some creepy packs for Halloween season, perfect time to do so. So first thing first, we have base game, and base game isn't terrible. I think there are a couple of creepy things in base game. For example, we have the clown, the creepy clown, the sad clown, and that works with the painting. We also have the Grim Reaper, so that's also something else. There's death and all the death that are in base game basically, which is fine, I guess. Honestly, that's basically it. So the base game itself is not really super scary. I'm gonna put it in lame because there are a couple of things that you can use for scary thing, but not really. So that is where it's gonna go. Then we have Snowy Escape, and Snowy Escape, honestly, I think I'm gonna put in yawn, and most packs are probably gonna be there because I don't think there's anything that you can really use in Snowy Escape. There's mountain stuff, but there's nothing scary about the mountains. There's some temple stuff, but there's nothing like, I guess there are the little ghosts, the little spirits, nature spirits, but that's it. And same with Cottage Living. The only scary thing in Cottage Living is Agnes Grandpa Bottom. Now we come to Outdoor Retreat, and Outdoor Retreat isn't scary by itself, but the idea of going to the forest and camping, that's something that can be like related to scary stuff, so I'm gonna put it in lame. For Spa Day, I don't think there's anything really scary. Same for Dine Out, so those two are gonna be in the yawn category. And then we finally have, finally we have something. We have Vampires, and Vampires is definitely gonna go in the spooky category. That's because it's literally the best pack for building and create a sim with spooky stuff. It's perfect. We have cobwebs, we have cracks, we have dirty walls, we have creepy stuff, Victorian stuff, we have creepy statues, we have tombstones, and the whole vampire occult, of course, as well. That is like creepy and spooky because it's a vampire, and sucking blood and all the stuff. So that is perfect for that. Plus also all the cast and customization for vampires and all the scars around the eyes, the mouth, the face. There's a lot of stuff, and I really like it, so I think it's perfect for the spooky season. And if you don't have it and you want something spooky for Halloween, definitely get that one. Now we have Parenthood, and I'm gonna put it in lame instead of yawn. The only reason is because children can have nightmares thanks to Parenthood, so you can have a monster under the bed. So that's something interesting, I think, that not many people think about, and it's kind of spooky, so I'm gonna put it in lame. It's not whoa, but it's kind of something. Oh, Jungle Adventures. This is interesting. So there's nothing really spooky by itself, but you do go to temples. There are some skeletons walking around though, so maybe I'm gonna put it in creepy, because in these temples there are skeletons walking around and traps, and you can get stung by something, and there are crazy animals and stuff like that. So it is a little creepy sometimes. Oh, Strangerville. Ooh, I'm not sure if I think I'm gonna put it in spooky, just because I really like the Strangerville story. There's a big mystery. There are Sims that are like possessed and walk around, so that's also very spooky, and they walk very creepily, I have to say. And the whole story, like the lab, and I'm not gonna spoil the story if you want to buy this pack, so I think this is a great spooky pack. Journey to Batu, I'm gonna put it in lame, just because there is some kind of like, if you're a fan of Star Wars, I think there is some kind of cool stuff with like the First Order and stormtroopers walking around. Now, Get to Work, I think I'm gonna put it in kind of scary. Reasoning is we do have a couple, we do have the scientist career, which is also how you talk to aliens. We do get aliens as well, which is very nice. We also have a skeleton with the medical career that you can use and decorate around, so that's also something interesting. So I'm putting in kind of scary because you can use it. Realm of Magic, I don't think it's that scary. It's definitely not in the first two categories. I'm either kind of scary or lame. I think I'm gonna go with lame just because, I mean, there is magic. There are a couple of things from the magic. I'm probably bumping it up to kind of scary because there are a couple of things with the magic stuff that are kind of creepy. Like there are curses that are kind of scary. For example, there's one where a ghost of a scary person follows you, and there's one where your face gets all messed up. Those are kind of fun. There's like all the magic stuff like cauldron and witches and brooms, which is fine. Build and Buy is okay, nothing really scary, it's more mystical magic. It's not gonna be spooky, but I think kind of scary works. Now we're gonna do a bunch that are gonna go into the yawn category because Dream Home Decorator is not scary. Luxury Party, the Hot Tub Pack, Cool Kitchen, these are not scary at all. Same goes for the Toddler Pack, the Backyard Pack, the Butler Pack also is not scary. Bowling is not scary at all. The Sport Stuff Pack is not scary. Toddler is not scary. Laundry, I guess for some people might be scary, but I don't think it really is. Moschino is not scary. Tiny Living is not. And Nifty Knitting as well is not scary. So I think this covers most of the stuff packs. As for spooky stuff, as it's the name spooky, you would think I would put it into the spooky category, but it's really not scary. I'm putting it in kind of scary because it's way more like fun spooky. Like there's some cool, cutesy items, but there are some maybe it is gonna go into creepy just because there's a couple items that I really like. There is those curtains that are like too tethered. There is a nice flooring, if I'm not mistaken, and a couple of other items that I do use and I do enjoy using, so I'll probably bump it to creepy for that reason. I'm putting Movie Hangout as well in the yawn category. Romantic Garden now, this can go into lame, I think, because there are a couple of statues that are kind of creepy, but it's nothing like crazy. It's not like super creepy. It's nothing creepy, but you can use them for creepy stuff, so I'm bumping it up. Now for Get Together, this is interesting. I'll probably put it in kind of scary because overall the pack is not very scary by itself, but there is the Van Haunted State in Windenburg, which is a whole infested house that you can visit, and there are ghosts that live there. So there is that factor, and I'm counting that, and it's kind of scary then. As for my first pet stuff, I'm putting it in lame just because the fact that you can die from getting bitten by a rat, it's kind of scary. Oh, now Paranormal, that is gonna go into spooky. The Paranormal stuff pack, I think it's such a great stuff pack, probably one of the best ones, and it's perfect for the spooky season. There are a lot of amazing items that I use all the time for like spooky builds. There's a lot of like tarot stuff. There's the hand with all the signs on it, and there's a lot of ghosts, and the whole Ghostbuster career basically, and Bonhilda. Oh my god, I completely forgot about Bonhilda. She's also in that pack. So there's literally so much stuff that you can do. I think this is one of the spookiest pack that you can buy for The Sims 4. And yes, it's cutesy and fun, but you know, there's some stuff. There's spooky dolls that appear. There are like creepy vines and such. City Living, it's probably gonna go into yawn just because I don't think there's really anything about this pack that's really scary. For Cats and Dogs, I'm putting it into lame for the same reason that I put Get Together in kind of scary. There is a cemetery, but this cemetery is a pet cemetery, so it's less scary than a haunted house in my opinion. So it's gonna get bumped a little down, but it's still decent, so, you know. For Seasons, I'm gonna put Seasons in kind of scary. There is thunderstorms, and your Sims can get scared from them. Your Sims can die for a lot of different things from the weather, and I think the weather controlling machine has a lot of psychological impact on the fact that you can control the weather, and it's like kind of scary in that sense. But also there are a lot of decoration for Halloween as well in this pack, because they did add the possibility of doing holidays, so you can do Halloween. So there's decoration that are really nice, and there are pumpkins and such like that. You know, there's some cute stuff that you can use for Halloween season, and so that's why season gets bumped up a little bit. Now, Get Famous, I think it's probably gonna go into the yawn category. You can debate, maybe there are some things with the acting career, like you can have some activities with the active career for acting where you can do some scary movie, maybe. I don't even remember if there's anything like that though. Same for Island Living. I mean, there are some ghosts in Island Living. There are the island spirits. So maybe I'll bump it to lame. There is the volcano activity as well, which is kind of interesting. And mermaids, I guess, can be scary if you do them right. So that's why I'm bumping it a little bit more. Discover University is gonna go into yawn. There are robots, but robots aren't like bad robots in here. So there's really nothing else about it. Maybe the cult stuff. I guess it's not really a cult, it's like a sorority fraternity stuff, so it's not really like scary by itself. Eco Lifestyle, I think, is gonna go into yawn as well, just because it's not really interesting by itself. Like there's some cool stuff you can do, but there's nothing scary about it. Now we got a bunch of kits, so we'll see. I think most of the kits are gonna go into the yawn category. I'm thinking pretty hard while I'm doing that if there's anything about them that could be considered scary, but it really doesn't ring a bell. The only kit that I might bump into lame is the little camper kit, because there is some relation to the Yeti and Bigfoot in the items. Like there is a Bigfoot plushie and there's Bigfoot in a fire thing, so there are a couple of things that you can use, I guess, especially if you pair it with Outdoor Retreat, which I did put in the same category, so that's why I think it makes sense for both of them to be in here. My Wedding Stories is definitely gonna go in the yarn category. There is really nothing spooky about it. You just get married. Other kits that are all going down here. I think most of the kits are gonna be down there. There's really nothing else. Maybe you could argue maybe for Bust the Dust, because you could say, oh, you kill the dust bunnies whenever you use the vacuum, so maybe that. The free stuff also, it's holiday stuff, but it's mostly like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Christmas stuff, so there's nothing really spooky about it. Now, Werewolf, it's definitely going up here in the spooky category. I think the Werewolf pack is first a great game pack. It's one of my favorites, I'll be honest. But also there's all the werewolf stuff, you can bite people, there's a lot of tattered clothes, which is amazing, a lot of cast stuff as well, which is very good, a lot of scars for the body and the face. There's also a lot of cool items like all broken down and like broken walls as well you can have. And all the werewolf stuff as well is very, very like spooky, because you can transform into a werewolf and you don't control yourself, and it's all the lore as well is very, very nice. Great pack, and definitely going into the spooky category. And finally we have High School Years, which I might put into the lame category. And by itself there's nothing really scary about it, you know, there's boba tea and you go to high school, so I mean that's scary because you go to high school, but not really spooky. But I am bumping it up from the yawn category because at the pier there is a haunted house, so you can go to a haunted house, so that's kind of fun. There is a haunted house, a Ferris wheel, and a love tunnel, and those are kind of like the stuff that you can do on the pier. And the haunted house is a haunted house. That does get it bumped up. It doesn't get too kind of scary like Get Together. The reason is Get Together has an actual haunted dimension, like there are actual ghosts, while in High School Years you go into a rabbit hole, which is a haunted house. You maybe get a notification pop up, but nothing more. You don't see any ghosts. It's just like a thing that your sim can go in and you don't really see anything happening. Well, in Get Together you do actually go into the house and there are actually ghosts hanging around, so I think that's much much more interesting. So that's basically it. All the spooky packs ranked from spookiest to less spooky pack, basically. Talking about the first 4 spookiest packs, we have vampires, we have Strangerville, we have werewolves, and we have paranormal, and those are definitely, like, in my opinion, the spookiest packs. Then we have a creepy level with a couple of packs. We have Jungle Adventures and we have the Spooky Stuff pack. In Kinda Scary, we're getting Get to Work, we're getting Get Together, Season, and Realm of Magic. And then in Lame, we have the base game, we have Cats and Dogs, we have Island Living, High School Years, Outdoor Retreat, Parenthood. I'm undecided whether Journey to Batu. I'm gonna keep it in Lame just because it's scary to think that that is a thing they posted. And a couple of stuff packs, and you know, I talked about why these are all in these, and most of the packs do end up in the young category, but there are some creepy packs, I guess, here and there. So yeah, this is my list. If you have your own opinions about these packs, what do you think about my list? Do you believe that my ranking was correct? Like, are these top 4 the best packs for spooky, or are there other packs that I should have bumped up or maybe bumped down? For example, I'm very interested for your opinions of all the packs in the yawn category as well. Like, are they really that not worth the scary, or are there some scary things that I forgot about? But this is it. Thank you so much for watching this Halloweek video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, of course, to this video, and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss the next Halloweek videos that are still coming up. I have some planned that I'm very excited for you all to see. So thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.